Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Black Accountant. It's your boy Mo, and if you haven't already done so, you know the drill. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments of any kind of content you want to see going forward. I just wanted to kind of announce that I'm getting LASIK. Super stoked about that. Freaking excited, but also nervous. I've been thinking about getting LASIK since the time I actually even knew what LASIK was. I started wearing glasses in the third grade. And low-key, like, I found out I needed glasses because of my teacher. I was taking a final exam, and it was, for some reason, I found it to be really difficult. I don't remember, there's some section of it that was really difficult, and I think it was something we hadn't really gone over in class because it was like some packet or a version of a packet from a workbook. And I started crying because I thought it was so hard. And my teacher came up to me and was like, "Hey, why are you crying?" And I told her, like, "Hey, this is so hard." And I was panicking because I thought my dad would kill me pretty much. Like, and that's what I told her. I'm like, "Hey, if I don't think I'm going to be able to get an A on this." And she said, "Don't you know, like, you don't need to do that part. It says it on the board." And then I looked at the board while still, like, kind of crying and like, I can't see it. I can't see it. And then, she let me walk up to the board to look at it. But then after class, she asked me to stay after class, and then she brought my dad in, and she told him, "Hey, I think mom needs glasses." And she explained, like, that story to him. And she also recommended the Harry Potter glasses. Harry Potter was kind of, like, newish at the time. I think, like, the first or second movie was out. And she recommended those, and me, you know, being, like, kind of a Harry Potter geek, I decided to get those glasses, which was the start of some rough times ish in school. You feel me? I also shout out Osama, if you're watching this video. I remember there was a time in the cafeteria where he kind of convinced me to grab, like, the fork or grab something from, like, the cafeteria lunch tray and then pretend it was a wand, and you can see where that's going, and cast a spell. And I completely embarrassed myself. I don't know if he remembers that, but I think that's pretty hilarious, like, looking back at it now. But yeah, I've been wearing glasses since the third grade. I've really just... It's kind of annoying to really have to wake up and then feel around for glasses to be able to see. I don't know if I'm technically legally blind or not, but my vision is really bad. I'm nearsighted, so you have to be, like, super close to me for me to be able to see you or to see things in a more clear, defined way. And I don't know if I mentioned it on this channel at all before, but I take boxing classes, and my glasses would get knocked off pretty frequently, which makes it really irritating to learn, especially when you're kind of, like, blind. So this could be life-changing in more than one way. Plus, they have a tendency to slip off when you gain or lose weight. Your glasses tend to, like, kind of fluctute with that, because when you gain weight, they sort of expand to the sides. When you lose weight, they're really loose, so then they start falling off your face. You know, glasses tings. Anybody that wears glasses would know about that. But I really want to see if the LASIK place that I'm going to was going to allow me to video, because I do want to document some of that process, partially for myself, but also because I kind of want to share that on the channel. And of course, you guys would know if I was able to do that, because it would be edited into this video. But yeah, this might actually be my last day wearing glasses. Super stoked, super excited, and we'll see. So I wasn't able to record the procedure itself being done. But it was a really quick procedure. It took maybe like 15-20 minutes. I was at the office itself for about 2.5-3 hours, which is definitely not bad for a surgical procedure. I have to wear these goggles now for about a week or so, and like, my vision is still a little bit blurry. It's a lot clearer, so it's like wearing glasses, except your glasses are really dirty. That's what it feels like. They gave me a whole lot of medication and things to use on a consistent basis for, like, the next few months. So generally speaking, when you come in for for the procedure, they have you in a waiting room. You take off your glasses. You have to clean your eyelids with a special type of soap. And then you rinse that in the bathroom and dab that around. Then you wear a hairnet. And then they had me put these little gauze strips near my ears because when they rinse out your eyes, or they don't really rinse out your eyes. That's kind of like a misrepresentation. They use some sort of saline and then to keep your eyes moist or wet throughout the procedure, and it typically drips off to the side somewhat, so they just want to make sure that it doesn't get into your ears. I didn't have a great time in my procedure, and because I was really nervous, and I just don't like anything touching my eye. I tried to prep for it. I told them this way in advance, so they gave me eye drops to practice with. But then when I came in for the procedure, they have to hold your eye in place. So they put in this little ring to keep your eye from moving, because obviously it's a laser and a laser is touching your eye. So while he was putting in the ring, he kept telling me, like, you need to keep both of your eyes open. Because there's only one ring in one eye at a time, because it goes from one eye to the next eye, and then they do it that way. So when I came in, they put numbing drops in both eyes, and you're awake throughout the entire procedure. Obviously, like I mentioned, it's only 15 to 20 minutes. But I could not keep my eyes open for the life of me. So he put in the ring, and then he started to get a little bit frustrated. And then at the end of the procedure, he asked me, he's like, did they offer you Valium? And why did you not take that? And I told him it was not offered to me, and nobody told me about it. And he proceeded to get angry at the other, I don't know if they're considered nurses. Are they nurses? Nurses or assisting staff, because he said, like, hey, why didn't you guys offer it to him? He was clearly very nervous throughout the entire procedure, and it made it a lot more painful. And when I say painful, it's just like slight irritation, because you can actually feel the ring going into your eye. Even though it's not, even though your eyes are numbed, you can still somewhat feel stuff, and you still see everything. So even when the laser was coming at me, I could see it. I couldn't really feel the incision itself, but it has this smell almost like, something burning. And then again, because it is a laser, kind of like touching your eye, and each eye was maybe about 18 to 20 seconds. He walked me through it very well, and I was told that my vision would be pretty blurry afterwards, which is somewhat true, but like I just mentioned, it's felt pretty consistent, and because like the numbing and the effects that it had, they told me as soon as you get this procedure done, you need somebody to pick you up. So I took an Uber. Unfortunately for me, it was raining very heavily outside. It took me maybe like an hour to get home, when it should have probably taken like 20 minutes. And then it's recommended that you go to sleep for about 4 to 6 hours as soon as you get home. Once I woke up, it's a variety of things that you're supposed to do. So once you wake up from that sleep, you're supposed to use these antibiotic drops, one in each eye every 2 hours on the first day, and then 4 times a day the next day, and consistently going forward. I used the antibiotics for about an entire week. And then you're supposed to use these regular eye drops to keep your eyes from drying out about every 30 minutes until you pretty much run out of supply, which is pretty much for about a month or so. So those are like the two main things that you're supposed to do. And then also having these prescribed eye pills that you take twice a day for about a month or so. And then you wear these goggles whenever you shower or have to go to sleep. And that's to keep you from like rubbing your eyes or bruising your eyes or something while you're asleep. So pretty much, as I mentioned before, I've been wanting to do it for a while. I'm glad I actually went through with it. Would I do it again? Probably. If I had Valium at that time, probably I would do it again. But hopefully, vision gets a lot better. And they said like it gets restored slowly and slowly. For some people, it just takes a couple of days. For some people, it takes upwards of 6 weeks. So I take it as a really good sign that it's only blurry right now, but I could still see clearly enough to like watch TV, look at my phone and then just like look around and still see stuff in the distance, which is not something I could do without my glasses normally. So I take it as a good sign. Hopefully the recovery is a lot quicker, but I'm glad I did it. All right, thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.